Angelic, and let's begin. Common types of trauma that people don't always realize they're struggling with. Any painful event or experience that affects a person's ability to cope and function is referred to as trauma. Many people may face a traumatic occurrence at some point in their lives, ranging from untimely death of a loved one to a car accident. Trauma can take various forms, but there are a few events that are universally regarded as painful. The following are examples of traumatic situations that a person may encounter at some time in their lives. Bullying being one of them. Bullying is a purposeful and uninvited act committed with the goal of causing social, emotional, physical, and/or psychological harm to someone who is often seen as inferior or weak. Bullying is a sort of aggressiveness and a harassment that inhibits someone from living, studying, or working in a safe, stress-free environment. Community violence. Individuals who are not closely attached to the victim are exposed to purposeful act of interpersonal violence performed in public places by individuals who are not attached to the victim. Although some forms of traumatic occurrences can be predicted, community violence can strike without a notice. Complex trauma. Complex trauma refers to exposure to a number of traumatic events, most which are invasive and interpersonal in character, as well as the wide-ranging long-term consequences of such exposure. Natural disasters, hurricanes, earthquakes, tornadoes, wildfires, tsunamis, and flood are examples of natural catastrophes, as are extreme weather phenomena like blizzard, drought, high heat, and windstorms. Early childhood trauma. The term early childhood trauma refers to traumatic events that occurs in children ages 0 to 6. Now, many people believe that young age protects children from the effects of traumatic experiences because infants and young children's reactions differ from those of older children, and because they may not be able to voice their feelings to scary or dangerous occurrences. Intimate partner violence. Often known as domestic violence, occurs when a person intentionally harms or threatens to harm a current or former partner or spouse. Medical trauma. Medical traumatic stress refers to a range of psychological and physiological reactions that individuals and their families have to single or many medical incidents. Physical abuse, when an individual causes bodily harm to another individual, that is known as physical abuse. Refugee trauma. Many refugees, particularly children, have endured trauma as a result of conflict or persecution, which can lead to long-term effects on their mental and physical health. Sexual abuse. Any relationship between a child or an adult or another individual, regardless of age, in which the individual is used for sexual arousal of the perpetrator or an observer, is considered sexual abuse. Thank you for being here today. Have a beautiful day.